Hello everybody, this is Joshua with Cutting Edge Sharpening. I've got these curved shears for a groomer that I'm going to sharpen. So I'm going to go ahead and get to it. It's got a couple pieces missing. I'll add those to it later. Take these finger rests out. Get one of my pieces of paper towel that's got my red marker all over it. Let's see. Take this apart. Made in Greenwood, Arkansas today. Groomer that my service called me and was like, hey, we got some stuff we need you to do. Like, all right. Set up an appointment and came out here. Fill that back up soon. So I just do this to clean these off, get all the hair and everything off of them, whatever little schmutz might be on it. Oil and dog dander, stuff like that. Marking my ride line and my edge. It's got a beveled edge on it. A lot of these grooming shears have beveled edges. Not all of them, just some of them. Most of them have beveled edges, just because it's keeps the price of the scissor down, because the convex edges take more to sharpen and make. Just a little bit tougher to produce. Take this up to 35 and see if that's the angle. Nope. Take this off here and go to my curved plate. See if I can find my 600 grit. There we go. Right there. Don't look straight. It's crooked. Alright, so that wasn't a 35, so I'm going to take it down to 30, see if that's it. It's close down here, but it's still not quite the edge, and it's really not on the edge on the tip. That looks better. So let's go ahead and take it down even farther. That should be about 25. Stop shaking. Yep, 25, that got it. Let's see if I can show you. All the way up to the edge. Let's see. I know zooming helps a little bit better. Alright, back this out some more. Alright, that looks good. Since this isn't bevel, I don't have to rock this back and forth. I just keep this on one angle, just like that. Check for burrs. Not quite. burrs, starting to get one. Drop this angle down just a little bit, maybe about a half a degree or 1 degree. I feel a burr all the way down it, so I'm gonna turn that off. Go to my 1200. So all the 1200 do is just removing the bigger scratches from the 600. That's all I'm doing with that. Alright, that looks pretty good. Alright, now I'm gonna back the angle up so I can polish it. Take that down. My polishing pad up here. Get it on there. Turn it on. Get my, was it 3 micron? Yeah, 3 micron diamond spray. You can see it down there in the bottom. It's like diamond dust. There's a little paintball in there, or a little marble or something, so you can mix that up. If not, it'll cake up in there. Alright, let's polish it. That's all it takes. Now it's super shiny, real nice. Turn that off. Put that blade down. Pick up the other blade. Now these blades that curve up you can do on a flat wheel, just because they curve the opposite direction, but the ones that curve downward are the pain in the butt if you don't have one of these right here. Line this up before I stick it on there so it matches better. There we go. Oh, nope, I want to check my angle. Make sure this is the same angle on this one. I moved it back to its original spot. Yep, that's right. All the way up, all the way up. All the red off the edge is gone. Turn this on, slide all the way over. I'll start at the tip and then work my way. You gotta kind of roll it in. Got a burr on most of it. Got 1 or 2 more passes. Let's see if you can see my hand. Setting it down tip first and then pushing and rolling this up. Yeah, oh yeah, that's got a burr on it. Back to 1200. Good. Take this off. Done with that now. Put my donut pieces back. Polisher. Turn it on. Put that back. You gotta remember, drop this angle back, because you don't want that burr. You don't want it to, this pad will kind of fold over the edge, and you don't want to do that, because if you do that, you could take some of the sharpness off of the blade. When you polish, you don't want to go all the way in. You don't want to round over the edge when you polish, which is really, really common when you do stuff like this, because it's a super fine edge. All right, let's get back. Oh yeah, I gotta do the ride line and everything now. Dun, da, da, da. Curved ride line maker. All right. That's why I take the finger rings out, because most of the time the finger rings won't fit in here with these, because you gotta put them over the top like that. Right. Put that on there where it's flat. And lock this down so that don't move. And you can work the ride line. Check it. Oh yeah, it looks good. You see where it removed the red on the edge right there? That's that ride line. That's the only spot on the blade that actually touches the other blade. That's why a lot of these grooming shears and stylish shears cost so much, is because it's just the way that they're made. They're made to be really put together well, and they if something doesn't line up right, there can be some big issues. It won't even cut hardly at all. Hardly at all. I'd say it won't cut at all. See this one. See where I removed all that red marker on the edge. Set this aside. Little block of, this is super, I mean, it's super soft wood. It's just a piece of little cedar. Pull what burr might be on it off. I'm not pressing down on it, I'm just putting it on there and dragging it across the edge. I'll do that. I'll take a piece of leather and do the same thing. This doesn't hurt or flatten the edge or anything like that. All it does is just pull that burr off there. So it'd be super, super sharp, and it is. It's super sharp. I'll get my paper towel back out. Now I got to be careful doing this, taking this red off here, because there's been a couple times where I wasn't paying super close attention, and I drawed my finger over the blade with the towel, and I went just a little bit the wrong direction, and it took very top layer. Not enough for any of my red to come out, but just about. You can see I've got some lines and stuff in my thumbs from where I do this. Just little bitty accidents just because they're so sharp. You can see right there, that's a slice through it. That's probably one of them. I was doing a video just like this and was just talking, carried away, you know, and not paying super close attention. That happened. I was like, ah! I had to edit the video out. Edit it out of the video. Okay, this little washer, you can see it's kind of like a dome shape. It'll go dome down, so it'll sit on the screw, and the head of the screw makes it round like that. So there's a square, it's a square peg. It goes in the round hole because you take this square peg and put it in the square piece, just like that. You take this clicker plate and it's square. It's got a square center, and there's a little divot right there. Well, the divot that is, you can't see it. The divot that's facing, it needs to be facing up like that, and you gotta get the squares to line up and fall into place. And then you put the little UFO back on. Little UFO nut, as they call this a UFO tool. And start clicking away. Get it to where it's adjusted correctly. Now I keep the blades apart and shake them like this because that will loosen everything up. And then I'll spread these. I'll push this blade, because this is the back blade. I'll push them apart to close it, and then I'll squeeze them together to open it, just in case there's still a burr there. So you can hear how much better those sound. And they're missing some finger pieces. Everybody laughs at me because I say finger instead of finger. But I live in Arkansas, so I service Arkansas and Oklahoma. That's the 3. Let's see if that fits. It's my new parts kit I got in last month. Bingo, right there. So it screws in, but I wonder if a 4 will. Let's see if that's 2.5, so I know that won't fit. I don't think I have any 3.5s. All right, so what I'm gonna do, it needs 2 of them, so I'll take 2 of these out, set them over here, put these back in here, put my parts kit back up, and then what I will do, there it is. It's clear fingernail polish. This is the hardener. You get just a little bit on the threads, and when this dries, it will stay in there. Now it won't be locked in there forever like you would if you put Loctite or something like that, but it should keep it from backing out unless you want it to back out, because these, when I screw these in there, you can feel how super loose they are. See, that's as far as it goes. So When that fingernail polish hardens, it should stay in there. So take this, just twist it one time, just a little bit, just to make sure that will stay in there. All right, now all I gotta do is test them. See, that's too loose. So I wanna close them, put one click in them, open them, shake it. That's where I want it, but I still have to oil these too. So let's oil them. I just put 2 dabs back there on that backwards J area. I'll work it in. Take my little cloth that I use to spread the oil around. I'll swipe it and then swipe up the blade on the back side where the blades meet. I'll open it and close it a couple times. Shake it and then drop it. See that's adjusted all right. It could probably use one more click. Let's see what it does with one click. Might be too much for it, we'll see. It's on the verge. I wish there was like a half a click. I wish you could do like a half a click. But I'm gonna leave it right there because it'll probably loosen up over time. Let me go get some hair, some fur. Ugh. Thing of test fur right here. All right, let's see. Cuts at the tip, cuts at the back. Looks like that tip needs to close a little bit more. So I will do, you can grind this down a little bit. It feels loose too. I'm just gonna bend this handle just a little bit, not much. Just give it a little squeeze. See, now they're closing a little bit better. Maybe close a little bit too much. See, these you just need a little bitty squeeze. See, now that's how I like it. It's closing, but there's no stab or cut hazard right there. So they should, oh yeah. Cuts good. All right, I'm gonna get them back to the groomer and I will get out of here. So all right, y'all have a good day.